Good morning, everyone. I'm Jen Houston, owner of the Artsy Fartsy Gallery. I'm a full-time independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in sunny Canmore, Alberta, Canada. Welcome to Happy Thursday. Yay, yay. We are going to continue on playing around with those darling donkeys, the paper blooms, and the pretty perennials. Oh, today's kind of project, I don't know, I thought that this would be a kind of a cute idea to use with those little donkeys, and so we can get rolling. So I've done a lot of the stuff already just to kind of make this video not so long, but here are those little donkeys. First off, I'm going to have a card base that is Night of Navy, measuring 8.5 by 5.5, folded in half, lots of halves. And then I have a mat of Rococo Rose, which is 4 by 5.25. And then I have this piece of the beautiful paper blooms, which I got for free. Celebration, yay! And it's measuring at 3/4 by 5. And as you can see, I went ahead and I cut out a circle shape out of the stitched shape dies. So I just, took this sheet and chop, sent it through the Stampin' Cut in Emboss machine, and voila, I have a little piece that's kind of open and ready for our little donkey. So I cut out some other little pieces here. We can kind of play around and see what we think, but I did color and cut out a little donkey, like so. And I used some Rococo Rose on his ears, and maybe its ears and tail, some Seaside Spray, and Night of Navy on the rest. And I did use the lightest smoky slate just to add a little bit of shadows in there. I don't know if you can see there, but just to give it a little bit more of some dimension there. So that'll be our little donkey that's going to fit in that little window right there. I also have this beautiful, I think it's called Love You Always foil, and so I actually cut out a shape from the perennial, Pretty Perennials, the dies. I also cut out this from some of the DSP. I thought it was kind of cute. And then also from those dies, there are some cute little leaves, so maybe we'll throw that in there somewhere. Who knows? I don't know. Just play around a little bit and see what we come up with. Okay, so let's get rolling on this one. Now, on the background, just to give it a little something. Hi, Mary. I'm going to actually use Rococo Rose ink on the Rococo Rose, and in this Darling Donkey set, they have these cute little stars. They could be used as snowflakes. They could be used as all sorts of things. Hi, Julie. Good to see you. So I thought, well, let's make that as a kind of a little background in our window. It'll be just a little something peeking through. So I know that the window is about here. I'm taking a guess, but I think they'll look cute. It'll just give that open space a little something. And I'm not being that precise as to where everything's going and if it's facing up and down or whatever. It's there. So let's just have a peek. Okay, so I need to go a little bit more on the outer area. Oh, the doggy's probably fighting over the sunshine. It's peeking through our windows, and the dogs have been absolutely loving it, laying in their beds with the sun streaming out on them. So they are enjoying today, that's for sure. So there we go. We just got, a little bit of something in the background there. That's all. I kind of want to, I don't know, let's fill in that. Although I know that donkey's going to be over top there, so I don't think it's really that big of a deal if it's, you know, perfect looking at all. It's just something there, right? All right, let's attach this Rococo Rose layer to our card base. And as you can see, I was trying to do something for my happy planner. I'm a happy planner girl. It's getting huger by the day, I tell you. My happy planner haul that I ordered came yesterday, so I was busy playing around, changing out covers and doing all sorts of things. That's my other secret obsession. That actually got me a diagnosis of obsessive compulsive personality disorder. I like my lists. I like my organized. I like, you know, recording memories, and yeah, it's just another one of the fun things in my life. All right, so there we go. We're going to place this over top. There we go. And I do want to pop up the donkey, so maybe I'll do that first before I go adding all the other items, because the other, you know, the flowers and the line and the strip, we can use them if we want. If we don't want to use it, we don't have to. You've spent the last 2 days stamping. Whew. Nice stuff. Good work. That sounds like an awesome day. That's kind of what, yes, what I've been kind of up to too. It's been great. Well, when it's so cold out here, it's the perfect stamping weather. It was what, minus, oh dear, I took it on my phone. I forget what I think it was minus 36, and then with the wind chill, no, maybe it was minus 20. I don't know. Anyway, it was cold. Let's just put it that way. We're Celsius, so yeah, ew. That's like, you know, freeze your eyeballs kind of temperature. I had an EA that worked at my school. She would walk all the time. What's happening here? And she actually did freeze her eyeballs. Who knew that was a thing? So they watered and watered and watered on her, and after that, when she went walking in the winter, she would wear ski goggles just to keep her eyes protected. I think I want a little mini there. Here's my minis. Mini here. I suppose I should get something for his little tail. Probably too long. Oh, guess the paper's off. Here we go. I think that's good. All right, now to take off all the backs. I know those poor dogs. Even Indy, oh dear. She's not too anxious to go outside to pee. All right, here's my donkey. I'm just going to put it kind of at the top of that circle. Thanks for sharing, Alice. And let's make a little place for this dude to stand on, but I think we'll make it shorter. So I'm going to do a Lisa Harden cut. I always used to do the ribbon cut, always. And until I saw Lisa Harden do this little parallel trim thing, and I thought, oh, that looks pretty cool. I think I'm going to pop this up as well. Sure, why not? And then after that, I called it the Lisa Harden cut. I really don't know what it's called. So today's Thursday. That means that Lisa's going to be live tonight. So if you need some crafting ideas and some laughs, she is definitely the person you need to check out tonight. She's over at the Stamping Zoo. Great lady. Absolutely. She's amazing. All right, so now we can play around with some of these little extras and see what we think. If we want to add them, if we don't want to add them. I do want to add a sentiment at some point, somewhere. Probably right there. Now I was wanting to use, "You're the best." Wouldn't that, you know, that arrives in the mailbox and it says, "You're the best." Wouldn't that be? Now, a smart person would have stamped that before they put that on there. Oh well. Next, we'll give it a try. The worst thing that happens is we have to do a little fixie fix. You're the best. It's okay. It's okay. Would have been better if I had stamped on it first, but it'll do. Okay, you're the best. I don't know whether to put that right on the flower. Kind of wanted it as 2 flowers. Yeah, I think I'll put it there. Okay, so I can just use my stamp and, or the seal, yeah, stamp and seal. Right there. And this I'm going to use my liquid glue. Just to, because I should have used that adhesive, those adhesive sheets. Just to, when I cut it out with the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, you can actually put this sticker stuff, adhesive sheets, on the back of it, which makes it into a sticker. All right, and just to get that Seaside Spray color in here, I thought, oh, I had these already cut up, so let's throw this in here somewhere. Down like that, and maybe one over here, like so. And you know, we got to add a little pizzazz, so let's add one of those opal rounds, maybe in the center of that flower. Then maybe I'll put one up here. Maybe I'll put a big one up there. Come, come. And another little guy up here as well. Down here. Oh, yeah. That looks good. It's kind of the triangle, and that kind of shows off, "You're the best." You know, this kind of looks like a unicorn a little bit. I wonder, should we use some Winka Stella? Yes, Winka Stella. We'll give it a little shine. Shine and a shimmery little donkey here. Maybe it could be like a unicorn. Yesterday I was kind of talking about maybe if you made the ears a little bit more round as opposed to pointy, you could probably make it into a cow. I didn't have time to play around with that, but who knows, hey? I think I'll just do his legs. Okay, there we go. There's our first card. So just by cutting out a little area from the like fancy pattern paper, you can kind of make a little window for the little donkey to sit in. So there's that card. All right, let's do another one. Now with this technique, I've always used a circle. And then I thought, well, we don't have to use a circle. Let's use a different shape. So for this one, I thought, let's cut out kind of a part of a square. So here we have our Night of Navy background again. I'm going to use the Whisper or Basic White as the layer, and on top I'm going to use this dark cardstock with its beautiful flowers. And here, can you see the square shape that I cut out? And I think it's perfect for this little guy right here. Isn't that adorable? Okay, but I did want to do, because yesterday we played around with those brushes, blending brushes. So I do want to make kind of a little bit of blue sky here and a little bit of green for, you know, the ground kind of for to anchor the donkey in that space. So let's go back up a little bit and add some blue for the sky and green for the ground. Now we can get, I do have still this cloud pattern, so maybe I will do that again. Ooh, I think the last time I did it, the clouds this way, if you go this way, that might make it look rainy. I don't know. I didn't pay that close attention to the last time when I used this kind of cloud template, which I just quickly cut myself. All right, so I'm just going to take my blending brushes in the Seaside spray and just give it a little bit of a rub over top here. And as you can see, it makes a little bit of a little cloud shapes. And I'm just moving it down a little by little. Even flip it over. Okay, I think I'll stop there. Let me just, because I do want to add in the ground. Isn't that cool? Isn't that neat? Just a little something in the background there. And then I do want to add some green there for the ground. So the color in there, I believe, is Old Olive. So I think I'm going to stick with that. That's what I love about Stampin' Up! Is that if you buy that Old Olive cardstock, it's going to coordinate with the Old Olive ink pad and the Old Olive ribbon and the Old Olive, you know, designer series paper and the Old Olive foil, and everything matches. And when you, sometimes I'm just going to go on, ooh, that's dark. It's a good thing. I tested that out. You can always, you can always add more, you can't take away. So it's better to go in a little bit lighter than you think you should, and then you can add more. But that's definitely a reason why I love Stampin' Up! You know, you might find some cool, you know, paper at Michael's or other box stores. I don't want to diss anybody, but then you find the coolest paper, and then you're like, well, what goes with it? You have to find the cardstock that sort of coordinates, and then you can't find one that matches, and then you're like, do I give up this, you know, beautiful paper? Do I keep it? You know, it's just a dilemma. Love it. Isn't that cool? All right, let's glue this down. I'm just going around the edges here. Oh, even just to use that would be so cute, wouldn't it? Oh, I'm gonna do it this one, and then maybe I'll do another one with just that sky and the ground behind. Oh, such cute. I love this one. This little donkey is my favorite. He just looks so innocent and sweet. All right, let's pop it up. Show off this little cutie. And so I colored this one in Seaside Spray. Let's see, check out his tail. It's long and thin. So just cutting around the edge here of the dimensionals. Now to take off all the backs. There we go. All right, sit it in there. Cute. And then I did have some flowers here that I could put somewhere if we wanted from the Pretty Perennials bundle. Oh dear. Maybe some, oh yeah. my finger's sticky. Get it how you want and then boom, off it goes. That'd be cute. Just to add a little something, hey? They need to do dies for the dog. Yes, they do. They do. I agree. We'll put that one just down on the ground. Maybe we'll pop up that other little blue flower. Yes, that's kind of what happened with that, the Hey Chick stamp set. They came out with just the stamp set and not dies. So who knows, maybe in a couple of years, or maybe even in the next catalog, if they decide to continue this little set, maybe they'll come out with some dies that coordinate with it. Ma. I almost feel like it needs one more of something. I do have this little sprig. Sure, let's do it. And let's add in some more of those. Oh dear. Flick that. I heard an opal go rolling away. Okay, let's go in with maybe this. Let's stick you on the pointy end. And I have a little more control. There, that's cute. I like it. Now his glue came off, so let's shove it back on. And maybe right there. And then another little one. Maybe I'll wait. I'm going to do the sentiment. I think I'm just going to do for you. Ooh. Should I do it up top? I was going to do it underneath, but I guess I could move over a little if I needed. Well, let's put it down below. I think I'll just go with black memento. And the For You comes from the Pretty Perennials. Like so. And then I think I'll add that opal. Come hither. right there. Oh, he's so cute. So cute. All right. So now we can glue this onto our card base. I'll just use my liquid glue because I've got those opals on there already, and it would be hard to run that Stampin' Seal over top of those big bumps. So here we go. I see I didn't put that designer series paper on there straight, but that's okay. All right, there's some 2 cards just with the little holes and little cutouts. Just a little idea on how to ground those little donkeys, but use that beautiful floral paper. Just that way the little donkey doesn't get lost either, right? Because if you were to just slap the donkey right onto the DSP, I don't know if it would get lost, I would think. So this way it just kind of is a picture frame for that little guy to say, hey, look at me. So I'm curious, which do you like better, the pink or the blue? I'd love to hear which one's your favorite, pink or the blue. Blue, blue, blue. Yeah, I think blue's my favorite too, to be honest. All right, I'm gonna go now. Actually, I can just do it. Let's just do it together. I want to do another donkey with just that background. That looked stunning. I liked it. So let's do this again. So it's going to take a little longer, that's for sure, because I'm going to be kind of starting from scratch. But, oh, and I'm really starting from scratch because I put my darn little donkeys away. Yeah, I still want to use this little guy. He's just so cute. So, I'll put him on a D block. I'm going to use my memento. And I like to, because it's a little bit bigger of a stamp, I like to put the ink pad going right onto the stamp as opposed to stamping onto the ink pad, because then I don't know if I have totally covered it or not. And let's see, what did I use here? I used Seaside Spray, Rococo Rose, and Petal Pink. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the lightest, which is Petal Pink, the darkest of the two. I'm just going to trace that little nose. And then I'm going in with the light and just coloring that in. Okay, and then for the ears, I did Rococo Rose. So I'm going to start off with the darkest. I like the bullet end as opposed to the kind of the brush end. So I just go in with kind of closest to the ears with that darkest color, and the lighter color I go over top and kind of spread it out. That's the great thing about the Stampin' Blends, it kind of draws it out a little bit. Oh, I guess I also used the Rococo Rose on his tail. So on the bottom little piece I'm going to put the dark, and the top I'm going to use the light version. Then let's see, I did the darkest Night of Navy for his little fancy hair, little tufts, and his little hooves. And then I will take my Seaside Spray, go in with the darkest, there again, just kind of closest to the head, and then the lightest to kind of pull it all out. Now I know that there would be a little shadow here. I know there would be a little shadow here. His back leg is going to be shadowed. Here's a little marker, so we'll give him a little round bum here. And then here under his, kind of along his belly would be kind of shadowed to there. All right, and then I'm going in with the light version and just coloring that all up, making sure to go over top of that darkest blue to kind of make it feather out a little better. I do want to leave a little bit of a highlight, so I'm leaving a little white spot. It's not very much, but it will do. Okay, and then I always like to go in with little cheeks. So I'm using the lightest Rococo Rose, just adding a little bit of little something. Oh, and then the last time I think I used the lightest Rococo Rose to just go over his little smile. There we go. Cutesy cutesy. Alright, let's cut it out. This one I find pretty easy to cut out. I'm just bubble cutting, so I'm just leaving a little bit of that white edge around the outside, which I don't think matters. For me, it goes quicker because it's a bigger shape. I don't have to be so careful on that silly black line. Sometimes it's, you know, dark, sometimes it's narrow, sometimes it's thick, and I don't have to worry about making sure I'm on that or not on that. Okay, what do we got here, buddy? Picked up a little piece of dimensional. You wanna pop, don't you, little guy? I think this would be a great little character for baby cards. It's just so cute. Okay. That way too, if your bubble cutting is a little around it, then those little tufts of hair makes it a whole lot simpler. Bad. They can have the exact same bone, and nope, they gotta grumble over each other's. Bud just likes having bones just to guard them. He doesn't often eat them unless he has to, because, you know, Indy's staring at him and wants to take it from him. Then he'll eat it. You're so goofy. All right, let's go in. I'm just gonna make sure that this green is a little off of here so that the sky isn't so green. Oh God, goodness, I'll never forget seeing a green sky when a tornado was coming. Oh my, that was something else. When I was in Manitoba, there was a tornado and a big bumpy green sky. Ay, ay, ay. All right, so there again, I'm just gonna do this corner. I liked how that turned out. Not the whole thing, just a little area. I should have used the white side for. So I'm just using this little template that I cut out earlier, just made some bumps to make some cloud shapes. Just subtle. Oh, I Love it. I love it. Good old Seaside spray. And then let's get out that old olive again and just make some ground. Now this one I remember went on super dark, so I'm just going to test it out before I go in there. I suppose it depends whether you've inked your ink pads in the last little while or not, whether it goes on so dark. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there. Let's add our little dot. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Almost need more. Kind of want to bring in a pink. I don't know. Should I do it? What's the worst that can happen? As my counselor would always tell me. Neat. I think I'm going to just do that one. Just a hidden something. Okay. Oh, adorable. All right, now for the little dimensionals to pop this guy up. Now, what kind of a saying? I don't know what kind of saying would go with this guy. Just floating in the clouds. What do you think? Thinking of you. Oh, I think I know. Something that's just dainty and delicate. In that, oh dear, what's it called? Thanks. Now where I put it. Darn. Oh, here it is. Here it is. All right. This fine writing. I think I'm gonna do you made, or you're amazing, or you made my day. I think I'm gonna just go you're amazing. It's just very, very thin. Okay, so let's pop that on our stamp. Goodness. Oh, blue, yes. Seaside spray. Yes, thank you. Oh, let's test it out first, just in case. Yes, I think that'll be just a simple little feint. It's handwritten, which is curvy, just like those clouds. Okay, let's do it. You're amazing. There we go. Oh, such a soft pom card. I love it. Where did my, should we splatter some Wink Stella? Or I could go along some of, yeah, let's do that. Well, though I won't, let's do it. Just do a little hit of something fun. Okay. Just trace some of those clouds. Oh, it'll be just a, it's just the faintest little hit of something. Oh wow. I love it. I love it. So cute. And I think I'm just going to go put it on a basic white background. I don't know if I want to use like seaside spray, or because I think that would it would overpower it and kind of kill its softness, if you will. So I think I'm just, yep, I think I'm going with basic white as the card base, and away we go. Oh, I love it. Isn't that adorable? So cute, so cute. So yeah, so you have not got these blender brushes. You have got to get them. I have had so much fun playing around with these. Yesterday I made a few cards, so if you didn't see how I used them yesterday, get them. And I just love the fact that they're kind of like blender pens, and the fact that, you know, to change some colors, just rub off. You can actually wash these with soap and water and let them dry, and then it'll take all the ink off. You can do that as well. But I think if you have kind of, you know, one for your reds, pinks, one's for your blues, maybe, and greens, or either or, one's for a darker color, I think you're, you know, good to go. So I probably will get another set, because I would want some for yellow, a yellow color, and probably keep the blues and the greens separate, and maybe one for pinks, so that it's not so, you know, orangey with the reds. But yeah, if I got another set, I think I would be content. They're much simpler than the daubers, I will say that. They're so soft and subtle. It's really hard to do that. I found a lot of my customers would, you know, they daub them and they leave that little ring. And some people like them, but some people don't. And they just can't get the hang of those daubers. And then the daubers do wear down so that they leave little scratch marks almost on your paper. These won't be happening because it is so soft. I could just, you know, when I'm tired, I put myself to sleep. Maybe I need another set for my face. Just anyways, so if you need these daubers, if you need these donkeys or the paper or whatnot, you need to contact me and I can help you get those. You can shop online at jenhouston.stampinup.net, and there's the host code if your order is under $200. And if you use that, I'm going to send you a little gift in the mail. Otherwise, tomorrow is going to be a fun fold happening. So I thought I had an idea in mind, and I don't know. We'll see. Because the idea kind of morphed into, kind of is very similar what I did today with a fun fold. So I'm kind of thinking I might do something else. Anyways, you don't like daubers? Yeah. So if you're not a dauber fan, this might be for you. These brushes, for sure. All right, let's check back tomorrow and see what we can come up with for a fun fold. And it'll be my last time playing with these little donkeys in this paper, and then I gotta move on. What? All right, have a good evening, everyone. Bye.